How y'all doing? I didn't mention on Friday, and I should have. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there and stuff. But a funny thing related to that is that Saturday evening, my youngest son gave me a call and stuff, and he's like, yeah, me and Colleen are gonna stop by tomorrow and stuff. We've got to go visit her mom and stuff. Then we're gonna visit you and grandma and stuff. Then we're gonna go visit Alexis, so on and so forth. And and he's telling me, I wanted to celebrate you too on Mother's Day because there was a time in your life where you were both mom and dad and stuff like that, and you did a great job at that. And it's just a wonderful thing to hear. I've never felt unappreciated as a parent by my youngest son. He has always expressed his appreciation and stuff. I know it as clear as day. I know it and stuff. But just to have it reinforced, just to hear it, I mean, shoot. It's a nice thing to be recognized like that, to be recognized in that manner, because as a single father and stuff, and this isn't, woe is me, but single parents, in as a whole, single parents, they don't get much credit for what they're doing, and single fathers especially, don't get the credit and stuff when they're doing the job of both and everything. I remember my church that I used to go to and stuff, on Mother's Day, they used to give out $50 gift cards and this and that to mothers and stuff. And then on Father's Day, you get like a journal or something. And back in those days, like I said before, I was totally broke. And it always bothered me because I was like, man, I could go do something nice for me with that. That would be such a big deal. I'm far past that now, of course. But at that time, listen, that was... I didn't have anything to do anything for myself. So I was always like, man, I wish they would do that on Father's Day. I wish they would recognize fathers in that way, that, for fathers too, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of stuff we do, especially as single parents and stuff, especially as a neurodivergent single parent that's bi gender and stuff, and that's another recognition that he does see me in that way, as both roles and stuff, is a recognition of that and stuff. And he's always respected me as far as that is concerned as well. So he's just a great kid, all around. He's a great kid. So, but anyways, it's great to have great kids, and of course my other sons love me and stuff as well, that's a fact. I know this and stuff, but my youngest has always been the one that really, expresses it and puts it forward like that and stuff. And we just had a lot of great times and great memories that we had together in that period of our lives and stuff. And I'm glad that we were able to give those memories to each other and stuff as a parent and as a child and stuff, that we still carry this many years later. So, but anyways, like I said, it was just a cool experience. And for anyone else out there, I hope that your relationships with your children are just as fruitful, just as appreciative, and just as wonderful and stuff. So, and like I said, I'm a little bit late on that, but anyways, have an awesome Wednesday. You're an awesome, amazing human